Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel, and now it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and today I am going to PwC office in Birmingham, and I'm gonna see my mentor there to have my entire day of work shadowing. So basically I have no idea what today's gonna be, but we'll see each other there. So I actually wanted to share with you about this experience and hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's hop on the road because I have to go to the London Marylebone station to go to Birmingham at 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna rush out now. So I will see you in the train station and see you in a bit. So excited! Hi! Finally got to see you in person. Oh. How are you?
Yeah, good.
It's just like next to the town hall, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the museum. So, yeah, it's right in the centre. Yay!
Were you working for PwC at that before?
Yeah, we had another office near Snow Hill station.
Oh, that's the next station.
Yeah. I usually sit over here in the window. It's got a good view. Wow.
Great
It's
songs.
just about the area. So you've got about football clubs, and a bit about the Black Country. Peaky Blinders. Have you heard of the Peaky Blinders?
No.
It's a television program. It's like a series. It's a little bit made up, but it's based around the gangs in Birmingham back in I'm not sure what year it is, but like back in sort of industrial times. So yeah, the Peaky Blinders were a gang in Birmingham. There's a series been made up about them.
So they pick up a lot of like elements about the city.
Exactly.
Design.
It's quite
This is the coffee room.
There you go. What do you want to ask me? you got to get in.
What kind of things you're doing in PwC, and I think there's a good start for that.
So, my personal role in PwC, as you were saying earlier, some people work in tech. I also work in tech. So I work under our risk line of service, and I work in a business unit called Technology, Data and Analytics. My day-to-day will be working in things like Azure Cloud, doing Python programming.
Azure Cloud?
Azure Cloud, so that's Microsoft's cloud platform.
Yes. Like the place where you store the data, isn't it? Like
Exactly. So we store the data, we transform the data. We have things, so we use a lot of SQL databases. And you can store those in Azure as well, and that's where you sort of store your data, transform it. We use stuff like Python if you're doing large transformations or you're trying to do sort of machine learning on top of it. Yeah, I think those are my main two. I do a little bit of web development, so building websites for clients. On a lot of the projects I join as a data engineer. So a data engineer's role is to get the data, work out a process of getting the data, transforming the data, and making it usable for things like data analytics, so people can go in and look at it, for the business to go in and see what their stats are, for machine learning to be done on top of it.
Right.
So the data engineer's role is really get data into a good format that it's usable. The next stage then, so all that data analytics and the presenting it to the client, a lot of that is done with websites and web development. So we have a lot of the team that have skills in C# generally.
C#.
C#, one of the big programming languages.
Okay. So do you do like some kind of like data cleaning?
Yes, exactly. So everything basically, anything that you can think will get data in a usable format.
So you will do that in the transfer.
So we'll do things like the collation of data, giving clients a platform to be able to input their data. We'll do things like data validation, so the data they input. Say, if we've asked them for a number, they've given us a number. It's a bit more complex than that, but that's my whole life, checking things and numbers. No, I'm joking. So checking that, and sometimes we can sort of send it back and be like, we can't accept this, you've provided the wrong fields, you've provided...
So you check the data quality and make it like a data assurance stuff.
Exactly. So check the data quality.
That doesn't work.
Perfect. You've done your practice. And then do some transformation. So if they want stuff like customer information in the front end to be able to present back to them, you might need to collate lots of different tables. So you might have customer information, and then you might have their addresses in a separate data source, or something else in a separate data source. So we'll do the transformations to combine them all.
Right.
Sometimes we use some Azure resources like cognitive search and
like
text analytics. Yeah, so looking at one of the projects I'm on at the minute looks at text that is inputted and tries to pull out individual names in that text or locations and stuff. So we use Azure Analytics on top of that. Yeah.
Right.
There you go. That's my role in 10 minutes.
Wow, really complicated, to be honest.
No, I love it. I do love it.
And you also do some analysis of the data, no?
So I do.
You do a lot of things. It's good to like have a knowledge skills.
Yeah.
That like a really comprehensive one that you can like be of help in every stages.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's something that's really good about PwC, and like I'm sure other firms do it as well. Lots of the big firms that you have the experience and the exposure to all of the different areas. So I joined data analytics, or technology data analytics, and I've had exposure to GDPR reviews, exposure to obviously data engineering, web design, data analytics, data science, anything else to do with data. I've had exposure to it all, and I've done work in most of them, and then I've sort of found my niche, which is data engineering, and stuck with that.
That's actually a good idea to find out.
Yeah, I think it's something massive that a lot of people appreciate about the big firms, that you get a massive variety of experience, and by the time
exposure to it.
Yeah, exactly. And by the time you're 2-3 years in, you've got so much experience in literally everything, and then you can work out what you actually want to do.
That's actually a good idea. But at the very beginning of your career in technology, do you find it hard, or?
So I don't know, that's a difficult one. I didn't find it too bad, actually. I think coming from a mathematics background, I have a really logical way of thinking, and going through things like maths proofs, and it's incredibly logical mathematics. So I think my brain was sort of wired, and I've done a lot of like preparation in the way of working through logical problems, and programming is it's just logic at the end of the day. So it's obviously taken me time to pick stuff up, but I think you are supported in that, and Google is your best friend.
Yes, exactly.
So even though I wouldn't say like I found it hard, I've got a lot better.
Oh, and do you like take any kind of like certificate, or studying towards?
So we get the choice. I think think so. Once a year, we there's a load of pathways that they TDA sort of sponsor generically, and you pick which one that you want to do. And then throughout the year, you can do extra ones. So we always have the Azure pathways are always funded. I really want to do one of the Azure data engineering ones.
Yes.
And a lot of people have done things like Prince2, which is project management.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of people have done Azure, like the fundamentals or different Azure ones. There's quite a few.
We're having lunch. You want to be on the camera?
I don't know, best bit of the day.
Nice view, oh my god. I'm gonna ask them to guess what it is. Interesting. Welcome to the Library of Birmingham. Filming the entire So I have actually finished the day of work and it's quite fun. At the very beginning I have to go through the first training material in data protection, and later I got to a meeting with a colleague of my mentors in the morning, and then we head out for our lunch break, and afterwards we come back and I will continue working with the data protection file material, training material, and you just basically got to understand what's data protection and how it's like in a business context. And then I got another meeting coming, another colleague of my mentors, and now afterwards I continue back to work out the training material. So basically that's how the day is like. So now I will be heading out to the party that they have after work. So see you in a bit. It's too far, I can't see, but anyway, I finished my day. Thank you. I'm not gonna mention a name in the video in case I have to beep everywhere.
Yes, you have to edit it all.
That's a privacy protection rule.
Yeah, you got it.
Alright, we're going to the Christmas party in March. So I'll see you in a bit. Hi guys! So I've actually finished finished the party, and I have to left early to catch a train back to London. So yeah, It was actually a lovely day, and I'm gonna share with you more information when I went home. So yeah. Bye bye for now. Bye bye. Trains. So thank you again for staying at the end of this video. I really appreciate it. And one more time, I wanted to say a special thanks to my mentor, because if it is not your organization of the entire work experience day, I wouldn't have a chance to understand this much of information elsewhere. So thank you so much. My mentor is kind enough to invite other colleagues of her to actually join the meeting to help me understand different aspects of the team and also of the company, which really helps me a lot because the topics varied when I speak to different person in the company. So for example, the clip that I showed you earlier is more about data governance with lots of details on skills and tools they use daily to process the data, and also how to find your own niche when you're working in PwC. While in the afternoon meeting, I would say the focus more about in career, the experience and the logical thinking inside different projects, along with some latest business news published. And I was so impressed by his storytelling skills, because he can interpret these complicated processes and things to an easily understandable way for newbies or outsiders like me without prior knowledge. And also I got to understand the difference between assurance and also in consulting. And the after work party, it is also because it's the right timing, and I wouldn't have had a chance to do that without my mentor's help. So thank you so much. So as a mentee in PwC Diversity Mentoring Scheme, I wanted to share with you some prior preparations that you can do if you got a chance to join a work shadowing program in any sort of a mentoring scheme in the future. So first of all, you will have to definitely communicate it with your mentor. The things that you can discuss with your mentor prior your work shadowing can be the topics of the day, the timing, and also the people that you're going to see, and also what kind of materials that you'll come across, so that you can know what kind of things you're expecting to do and what people you're expecting to meet on that specific day. So prior to this work shadowing, I've already have a lot of different sections with my mentor for several months. We actually share a lot of things in the previous sections. For example, all sorts of culture in different countries and the skills needed in a workplace, etc, etc. So she understands a little bit about me and what kind of career path that I'm going after. And also I got to understand a little bit about her role, about her daily work, and so that we can confirm with each other about what to do and what to expect in the work shadowing experience. So the second thing is you can actually conduct some research before you go to the work experience. So basically you can ask for information about the specific colleagues LinkedIn, and you can have prior communications through emails with them, so just to get to know them a little bit. So for example, in this experience, because PwC have different business service line, so I actually go to their websites to look for the information about risk service line, and then I go to see the TDA department, what kind of things will be involved, and this is where I get to understand a lot of information about, for example, data protection, the data governance, and also the data quality, so on and so forth. So we have a prior understanding of the knowledge, and that can actually help you to be more effective on the day of your arrival, either during the conversation or when you're going through the training materials that they give you. So the third things I'm about to mention is about the materials that you're preparing for the day. For example, if you're going to have a visit pass registration, it's best for you to bring your personal ID or some other documents that they required. And also it is important for you to dress adequately for the occasion. This is a business meeting that you're going after, or is some kind of other casual event that you're going to, so dress adequately. And I would say also to bring a notebook or a laptop with you, because obviously on that day you are going to learn a lot of new things, and it's a good habit for you to take a notes about everything that you've learned throughout the day, and it can also help you to organize your schedule of the day accordingly. So the 4 things I would say, and also the most important things, is that you'll have to have enough sleep before you go there, because during the day either it's gonna be intensive or it's gonna be really relaxing for you. Having enough sleep is actually something that you can do to, you know, boost your energy and bring your A game when you're in the work experience day. Alright, so I hope that above information can be of help to you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!